I am the rain that falls. I am the car crash. I am the magic that is broken and the handshake that is forgotten. There are cars stuck on railroad crossings and trains a-comin'. Music and rainwater will melt the souls of rocket ship analysts. And I have a sharp tack on your seat. The moments that feel and sign. I know that song. Said Mercury, said Venus, said Earth. I am the good moment spent on fast dash. I am unreal versus unsung. The terrible new folk singer. War's not so bad after all. Let me tell you a story about a horse in a bar, a priest in a car, a red light that was once green. Let me be there for you when ice is melting and there is no golf on TV. I will rage in silence as I sleep. This will be comforting to those that are also asleep. Is a good day set to begin yet? Any good time for those that flow or follow? Mistaken mistakes add up like snowdrifts. And I hear the sounds aloud, sirens, full blare, children, full scream, pandemic, full tilt.
It's so weird. He said it's gonna be weird.
Finger in the air to gauge the day. How could I rectify the mad sense of it all? The grim tidings to hang upon my head. You will hear me and you will like it. I am a good goer and so gone. I like the clouds as they drift on by, gone with the clouds and the clowns. And this day will fade like all the others. I live some days like that of a sandwich, unfit for duty, mostly. A lump that lays and plays, and then in the final moments prays, end it now, end it soon, or live to tell the tale. Can the shadow of the place be the place? I will live like motionless multitudes behind glass, now and forever behind glass. Do you stop and see the atrocities with me? The Macy's windows are now the atrocities we seek. I take a moment to stand on 2 feet, puddle jump the grind of the day, which is a battle you cannot win, finger in the air to gauge the day. I am the most me I can be, at least at this moment. I have the round things, I am the round things that fit into the grim days. Cost of living. What is the cost of living? I have my idea, and so we live another day. Or do we? I stand on the shadow, or does the shadow stand with me? I'll equal the man rather than the sandwich. Why does he keep bringing up the sandwich? Fucking God. Where's that fucking music? Okay, that's all I got. That's the end. Thanks.
Yay.
Yay, yay, yay.
Bravo, bravo.
Yay! Yay!
Bravo.
Yay!
Bravo.
Good, that was good.
Thank
You and
you.
me, baby.
Yoo-hoo.
And how it happened. I clicked on the thing.
The thing is that next up is our esteemed friend Robert Daulton, who is in San Francisco area, California, Northern California. Let's turn it over to Robert for his bass.
Yay.
Okay. You got me? Can you see me, Brendan?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so basically it all starts with an egg. An egg. And from the egg, right, we get the tiny baby. Tiny baby. Baby. Okay. Little baby. That's so cute. Come on, a little bow there. Okay. Little bow on the baby. Yeah, good baby. Okay, baby. Time to wake up. Wake up, baby. Little baby opens his eyes. She's so pretty. Woohoo. Little baby.
Here's the picture.
Tiny baby. All right. Wake up. Wake up. Mm. Oh. Okay. You woke up. You woke up. How are you feeling, tiny baby? Tiny baby, how are you feeling? Oh. Okay. Let's see. How are you? Yeah. Oh, okay. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. I know. It's harsh. Milk. Milk. No, no milk. No milk. How about some hair? You can have hair. Oh, tiny baby. Okay. Finally grew some hair. Nice job. Way to go. I did. I grew hair. Oh, I love having hair. Everybody likes having hair to a certain extent, honey. To a certain extent. At some point, maybe not. Well, but I like it now. Okay, hang on. Hang on, little baby. Poor baby. Okay, there you go. Oh, now look. You're getting a little bit older. That's nice. You're growing up, and it's so nice to grow up. Here we go. So what happens? You grew up, turn into a nice young person. Oh, so good. Well, time to go out and take on the world. There you go. Go get him. Go get him. Good job. Oh. All right. All right. What do you think, horse? Well, I think he's mighty nice. Mighty nice. Okay. Over there. Go away. Let's see what happens to this fine young man in his little journey to go through what we all have to go through. Yeah. Yep. Get out there. Do your thing. How about some more hair? Yeah. Everybody wants more hair. Again, up to a certain point. There we go. Okay. Nice. Very nice. All right. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? Tiny baby all grown up. I'm all grown up. Wait, no, you gotta get rid of some of that baby fat. Baby fat. Baby fat. No more baby fat. Here we go. There we go. Oh, all right. There you go. Now what? Of course, well, now you can go and do the things that, I don't know, grown-ups do, like, I don't know, grow a mustache. Yeah, why not grow a mustache? Hey, no way, man, no mustaches. Okay, no mustache. All right. All right. Here we go. Maybe an eyebrow or two would help the situation. You never know what's going to come in handy as you go through this shit. Yep. You never know. Oh, I hear people in next door talking. Yeah. They've had their ups and downs, I suppose. Oh dear. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Right in the middle of the whole show, people next door start talking. Well, you know, that's the way it goes. Oh, let's see. Horse, what do you think? I don't know. He looks typical. Very typical. What do you mean typical? I don't know. Like very, very typical. Okay. Well, we're doing the best we can here, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Wait, what are you doing now? Well, you got out in the world and you're all grown up, and so naturally, you know, get a few lines on your face. I don't want lines on my face. No lines. Well, I'm sorry, but that's the price you pay for going through the world. Maybe I need my mustache back. No, we're not doing mustaches now. You blew it with that. You totally blew it. Ah. I hate to say it, but you're coming along a little bit and getting a little bit longer in the old tooth. Yeah, you are. Oh dear. Hey, how about giving me a chin? Oh yeah, I could give you a chin. Do you need a chin? Yes, I need a chin. Well, I think no. Well, how about this? Yeah. Oh, eyelashes. That's great. Just what we needed right now was eyelashes, for crying out loud. That's what you get. You don't always get what you want. You wanted a chin. Instead, you got eyelashes. Oh, thanks a lot. What's this happening now? Oh, these are bags. These are called bags. Bags under my eyes. Yep. Yeah. What do you think, Horsey? What do you think? Well, he looks very tired. Yeah, he's getting tired, all right. Very, very tired. Oh man. Now he's full on going through it. There you go. Okay. Now it hurts to get up in the morning. Seriously. Well, I'm afraid it's basically downhill from here. You wanted a chin? Yes, I wanted a chin. Well, here's one. There you go. One chin. Good. Yeah. How about another one? No, I just wanted one. Too bad. You get an extra. There you go. That did not improve my looks. No, I guess not. Oh dear. Well, you're definitely getting up there. You're getting older and older. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Yep. It's just too bad. So you're getting elderly. A little bit elderly. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. Ah, well, I'm very, very tired now. Very tired. You're going to be okay. It's going to be fine. You'll see. It all works out for the best. There we go. All right. Now, finally, you've got 2 ears. Boy, that took a while, didn't it? Yeah, sure did. It took a long time to get those ears. All right. Now I'm finally up and around. Woohoo! I can do stuff now. I can do all kinds of stuff. Yep, that's right. You're on the road, and that's the way to go. Oh, sorry, I left something out here. Yeah, because, oh, shoot. Wait, ow, what happened? That's my eye. I can't, I guess I'll have to look out of one eye. Well, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. That's too bad. This isn't looking good. Nope, not looking too good. Not looking too good. La, 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 la. Yeah, I guess that's the way it kind of goes, isn't it? Wait, I'm still young. No, you're not as young as you were. I hate to break it to you. I'm still young. Nope, that's not it. You want more? This is what you get. This is what you get. I know it's not very Christmassy, but sometimes that's how it goes.
Oh, this is it. This is fun. Carla finally sent me the right. Oh, she finally sent me the right link. This is cool.
Oh, shoot. Yeah? Yep. That's definitely the way it goes sometimes. Woohoo. Nice. Oh, yeah, let's get rid of that. There we go. Oh, you're looking good now. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. That's Christmassy. That's super Christmassy. Let's try this, okay? Okay, let's got that. And here we go, hung by the chimney with care. Right there. And voila. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Nice. Thank you.
Yay. Yay.
Daulton. Thank you, Robert Daulton. Am I on? Hello?
Yes, you are on.
I'm
Yeah, I
on.
can hear.
Hello,
hear.
folks. We had a problem, but I'm here now. The transmission has been established. Thank you, Robert. That was just classic.
Sure that you can you see your image?
Are we ready for the next bit?
Video.
Yep.
Matthew, are you around?
I are around.
All right, Matthew, we're here. So glad to be here with everyone. We're around the globe. We're all here. I'm coming to you live from Chicago, and so is Matthew. Others are in other places. Let me just introduce to you Matthew Owens. Thank you, Matthew. What was the name of that tune, I wonder? And was that a sousaphone? What was that? That was a homemade instrument with mass by Matthew Owens, who has been doing these great puppet shows out of his house, his balcony. They're wonderful. And but I think he suspended them for a while. But hopefully we'll be back in the spring.
Oh no, we're doing one tomorrow for Christmas.
Oh, you are? Oh, good. Great. Well, I didn't know that. So if you're in town in Chicago, get over to Matthew's place.
507 Briar Place.
Yes. Look him up.
At 3 o'clock. 507 Briar.
507 Briar at 3 o'clock.
Yep.
A Christmas show.
Yep.
Great. Well, we're here. We're not sure what happened, but we were gone for a while, but we're back. And we're loving being with all of you. I can't believe that we can be together. I'm alone in my little kitchen, but somehow I'm not alone. I like that. Let's continue, shall we? We have something by Robert Metrick with Hester Reed in England, and it's called A Night in Tunisia.
Hello?
Hello?
I didn't think you'd still be here.
I'm still here. Where else would I go?
I don't know. I thought you may have gone to Wisconsin or something for the weekend.
That would have been nice. I wish I had considered that. What happens to people like us who have nowhere to go?
I guess we stick around until we wear out our welcome. But people are too polite to say anything, I guess. Fewer pleasantries would make the world a lot easier for both of us.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I feel somewhat responsible for that.
Life is never what you think it will be until you're almost finished with it.
What time is that supposed to happen?
At tea time, of course.
I should know this. I think I watch too much television. but never live television.
Me neither. Why should we?
I can't even watch the news.
I hate the news. I know nothing about what is going on in this world, and I'm happy about that.
Me too. Like at dinner last Sunday, my friends were all talking about some revolution going on in Tunisia. And I was like this close to admitting that I had no idea what they were talking about. And the funny thing is, I didn't even feel embarrassed about it.
I understand. I like being lost.
Me too. I like living on a cloud, in a cloud.
Yes, I like the world I have created. Alone. No interruptions from the bloody news.
Come again?
The news!
No, say it like the first time you said it.
I don't understand. How did I say it?
You said it with a certain accent of some sort.
What are you talking about? I can't even remember saying anything.
Yeah, there was something about the way you said it that sort of reminded me of somebody. Sort of Mary Poppins-ish, but more forlorn.
I don't think we were allowed to see that movie.
I didn't even know there was a movie. All I remember is the book. And the only reason I remember that is because you used to read it to me as a child.
When who was a child?
Us. When we were children.
Wait! That's impossible! I don't think we were children at the same time.
No, I didn't mean it that way. I meant you read it in a child's voice, as a child would read it. But for all I know, you could have been a 62-year-old puppet.
No, no! Not a puppet! Not a puppet! You're the...
No, you're the puppet. You'd read it over and over and over again, always in this strange, forlorn, foreboding accent.
Wait! We weren't allowed to use accents.
But didn't we all speak in different languages?
Not at first. There was a time when we all spoke one language. But then someone suggested, "Come, let us build ourselves a city, and a tower whose top is in the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth."
But the Lord came down to see the city and the towers which the sons of man had built.
And the Lord said, Indeed, the people are one, and they all have one language. Come, let us go down there and confuse their language, that they may not understand one another's speech.
So the Lord scattered us abroad from over there over the face of all the earth, and we ceased building the city.
But we could still talk as much as we wanted, just as long as we didn't say anything, which was really easy because we had all run out of things to say. And it took many generations before anyone did find anything new to say.
But we could still sing, right?
Technically, yes. But nobody could figure out how to make the words rhyme. And then having to memorize them on top of all that, nobody had time to sing, except for people with huge trust funds.
Wait. I thought we had huge trust funds.
I know. That's what everybody thought. But just because we lived on a tobacco farm of 600 acres with 23 indentured servants and 12 flocks of geese and 8 herds of stallions, 7 lions and 32 herds of cows and 6 stretch Hummer limousines and 5 private jets.
And just because we had 7 personal chefs and 2 screening rooms, a geodesic dome, an Olympic-sized jacuzzi, and a coral reef saltwater aquarium as wide as the ocean, and stockpiles of firearms, and our own armies of private contractors. Just because we had these things
does not mean we had trust funds. I hate it when people who don't even know you make these blanket assumptions about your life.
So what would happen to people like us who could sing but who didn't have trust funds? People like us.
They would transport us in trucks to this huge stadium, and then they made us stand at a podium where we had to give these oral presentations in front of large groups of people. And they project your face speaking on these jumbotrons. Even if you used audio visuals during your presentation, the camera only focused on your face. And then you had to speak really quickly, because if you didn't finish your presentation by intermission, they'd make you start all over again. And everybody in the audience would hate you for making intermission so long. I had to do these like 17 times. I'd be presenting, and every time I looked at the audience, they were either yawning or jotting down notes on their cocktail napkins. Nobody ever gave you any kind of feedback. Not even my parents. And when I looked at them, I'd forget where I was on the page, and I'd freeze up. Totally freeze up. Like every bloody time. And that's why they sent me to art school.
Wait. I thought we weren't allowed to have art schools.
We had art schools, but they didn't allow you to make art in them.
Is that why you were suspended for making art?
I didn't have time to make art. But I got really good at not making art. I think I got so good at it that someone on the faculty must have felt really threatened. So they suspended me. Like I could ever threaten anyone, right?
I can't imagine you ever threatening me. I don't even remember it.
Well, that's because you had tenure and status. You were a status symbol. At least you were a status symbol for me. You were always my status symbol from the very first moment we met. I hope you don't mind that I said that.
No, I am really glad you said it. I'm relieved you said it. I've wanted to say that for such a long, long time, but I was afraid if I said anything, you wouldn't want to be my friend anymore.
I know. I feel exactly the same. I was worried that if I said anything, it would make you feel uncomfortable. And then we'd both feel self-conscious, and then it would destroy our relationship. Whatever that is.
That's exactly how I felt.
You know, some people out there seem to think we are exactly the same person.
I know. Maybe we are the same person. Maybe that's been our big problem.
I think you're right. But I would not call it a problem.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Hester. We're moving on to the ultimate piece of today's Zoom performance. It's a holiday performance. We're happy. It's a holiday. Next up, we have someone you were all familiar with if you've tuned in to previous shows. By the way, keep your eyes peeled for future shows. They will continue because we're at home. And you're at home, and we have devices that connect us, so let's use them. Okay, so next up, it's Dani K.
Hello, everyone. So nice to see so many of you here. It's a beautiful thing. So we're going to take a little break. And the reason we're going to take a break is I need you to go get a piece of fruit or something sweet if you don't have any fruit, or dried fruits, nuts, a little snack, something sweet. Okay, so we'll be back here. Give you about 60 seconds. Go get a piece of fruit or something sweet to eat because we'll need it. See you in a minute. Okay, when you're back, just type back in the chat. We're going to be using the chat a lot, so I hope that you can type. If you can't use your chat, you can, I suppose, if you've got something to say and you can't use your chat, you can unmute yourself, and otherwise keep your mics off, please, so that we don't have a lot of feedback and outside noises. All right. Back with a clementine. Nice. You have a piece of fruit, something sweet to eat. You stretched your legs a little bit, and soon, very soon, well, I don't know. I don't see that many backs. Should I wait a second? No, we're going to forge on. If you're back, type back in the chat. I don't know how far people have to go to get a piece of fruit. Okay, good. Some of you must live in big houses. All right, back. So, a lot of things converging in these days, right? December 21st is a great conjunction, as you may know. I'm going to try and share my screen for a second. Bring my share. No, okay, stop share. Okay, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try to share my screen. Here, you're probably all going to see my email instead. I had practiced this and it was going perfectly, but this is the wrong screen for you to see. How about this one? There we go. Okay. So the great conjunction, right? Everybody's saying that it's the Saturn and Jupiter are going to come and be one big star, like the North Star and the Magi, and hasn't happened in 800 years. So I just wanted to show you that, yeah, it's exciting. I'm going to be looking out my window to try and see that shortly after dark. I think they said the southeast sky, southwest. I have to look it up. But I just wanted to show you that even though the way we're talking about it is that Jupiter and Saturn are close together and they're going to make one thing, actually, this is what's happening, right? They're in their different orbits. And it's that their orbits come. So even though they look like they're very close, they're actually millions of miles apart. So sometimes things that seem close are really far apart. And sometimes things that seem really far apart are actually really close. So another thing that happens, oh, I'm spotlighting you guys for some reason. All right, so since hello, Avash and Katie, these are my friends, and I am going to try and spotlight, there we go. All right, so Mariam, I'm going to give you the host back because you're going to do everything until I ask to be the host again, okay? Because obviously I'm not that good at it. So I'm going to make host. Okay, all right. Our dear super clutch tech person is now the host. And I wanted to tell you about some other things that are happening right around these days, right? It's getting dark earlier. The days are getting shorter. And soon it will be the longest night of the year. And, you know, I want you to type in the chat. Are you afraid of the dark? Have you ever been afraid of the dark? Inside, outside, type a Y or an N for yes or no, or whatever else you want to tell me about that. Oh, interesting. Look at all the no's already. Really? All right. Inside, outside, yes, when young. Okay, like what? Depends where. Like the dark inside. Sometimes that's scarier than the dark outside. Great. So who's ever got your mic on, I'm going to ask you to turn it off just for now because I think it's making a weird little sound. Great. Okay, so a little afraid of skunks, which are nocturnal. That's interesting. Yes, in basements. It's really dark out here in the mountains. Ooh, Natalie's in the mountains. Interesting. So that's a dark outside kind of thing. Yes, scared in the woods. A few times outside. All right. So one thing that happens on the longest night of the year, many different cultures have many different traditions. And one of them is from Iran. And I think it's from Zoroastrian times, right? So definitely pre-Islamic Iran. And it's called Yalda. And the Iranians here, or people who know about it, probably know more than I do, but it's called Yalda. And people stay up the whole long night eating fruits, dried fruits, nuts, sweets, drinking tea, eating red things, Adam says, often a pomegranate. Any of the Iranians want to add stuff in the chat that I'm missing, please go ahead and put it in there. But I've always thought it was a lovely holiday and kind of just warm and cozy and seeing that long night through, right? Like, let's get through it together. So one of the other things they do is they, as Manav has pointed out, tell stories and recite poems. And there's a Persian poet called Hafez, and he is used, his big divan, his big book is used to kind of tell fortunes that long night of the year for Yalda. And what people do is they sort of think of a question in their head or something they want to know about, and they open to a random page. And whatever the poem is, they think of ways that it might fit in with their lives. Okay, so or they think of it maybe as a fortune for the coming year. So it's called a fall, Hafez fall. So we're going to do one here. I have my people lined up, and I'd like everyone to pick a number between 1 and 4. Okay, pick a number between 1 and 4. 4 for the 4 seasons. Great. You can put it in the chat or you could keep it in your head, either one. So if you were a 1, here comes your fall. I think Siavash will go first reading. He's going to open the Hafez, read it in Persian, Farsi, and then tell us what it means in English. Here we go, 1s.
Okay. هنگام تنگ دستی در عیش کوش و مستی کین کیمیای هستی آرون کند گدارا. If you feel impoverished, drink and be merry, because the secret of existence turns a pauper into a king.
Lovely, thank you. I'm typing that in the chat for the 1s. Again, Sia, if you feel impoverished, say it again.
If you feel impoverished, drink and be merry, because the secret of existence turns a pauper into a king.
Lovely. There it is, number 1. There's your fall, your fortune for the year. Okay, if your number was 2, our very own Mariam is up to tell you your fall for number 2.
Hello, everyone. Let me open the pages. جز صراحی و کتابم نبود یار و ندیم، تا حریفان دغا را به جهان کم بینم. سر به آزادگی از خلق برارم چون سرو، گر دهد دست که دامن ز جهان در چینم. And the translation would be, let me have no friends or companions, but a wine flask and a book, that I may avoid all association with the deceitful denizens of the world. If I lift my skirt above the dust of the world, I shall tower above all in total independence, like a lofty cypress.
Wow, beautiful. All right, take it from that I might have no association with the deceit of the world. Can you see it again? Say it again?
Yes, a deceitful denizens of the world.
Right.
If I lift my skirt above the dust of the world, I shall tower above all in total independence, like a lofty cypress.
Love it. Thank you. And by skirt, I think they probably meant at that time like robes, right? Because the men wore like the long woolen robes above the dust. So that was yours, number 2. I shall tower above in total independence, like a lofty cypress.
Yes.
All right. And Eric says, yeah, 2. Yeah, 2 is a good one. I'm going to try and copy and paste it again so it goes in the chat fully as one thing, because I kind of messed it up there. All right, get ready, 3s. 3, we have the inimitable Manav with number 3.
Okay, here goes. 10 روز مهرگردون افسانه است و افسون. 10 روز مهرگردون افسانه است و افسون. نیکی به جای یاران فرصت شمار یارا. نیکی به جای یاران فرصت شمار یارا. In English, 10 short days of mirth in this world. 10 short days of mirth in this world is a dream, just a dream. Take the chance of this moment. Practice being good to your fellow travelers of life. 10 short days of mirth in this world is a dream, just a dream. Take the chance of this moment. Practice being good to your fellow travelers of life.
Thank you, Manav.
Thank you. Made it worth it to stay awake till 12:30 in Europe.
To your fellow travelers, what?
To your fellow travelers of life.
Got it. Okay. Once again, I'm kind of messing up the chat here, but hopefully you guys will get your full messages. Get ready, number 4. The inimitable Bijan. Are you ready for number 4's Yalda Fortune?
هر روز دلم به زیر بار دگر است. در دیده من ز هجر خاری دگر است. من جهد همی کنم قضا میگوید بیرون ز کفایت تو خاری دگر است. Every day, my heart is heavy with a new burden. Every day, my heart is heavy with a new burden. The longing for you creates sighs of pain. The longing for you creates sighs of pain, but fate says, keep trying.
Bah, bah. All of you. Thank you. That was number 4. And once again, I'm going to try and put it all together in the chat while everyone eats their fruit and something sweet. Enjoy this time together. It's not quite the longest night, but thank you all for the beautiful poetry. Number 4. Putting it in the chat so that you guys can. What is Hafiz? And most of the translations are pretty dense. I mean, Hafiz, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, my Farsi speakers, but I think even in the original, it's pretty dense and hard to sometimes figure out what he's saying. But the English translations get kind of, but there is one that's not really an actual formal translation. It's more of like Holman Barks does with Rumi. It's more of like a atmospheric sense of the thing. And that is Daniel, what is it? Ladinsky, maybe? A lot of people, a lot of American readers like Daniel Ladinsky. Is it Kadinsky? Ladinsky? One of those. You'll see it up. Okay. All right. So I'd like you to type in the chat a percentage ratio of how much you believe in free will or destiny. Okay? Free will or destiny. Adam says 0 free will. We've already got one in the chat. 100% free will. Interesting. Lisa, you are writing to me privately. Make sure you put everyone in your chat box. You press on the arrow and then select everyone. Because that was 50-50, 50-50. Julie's like 75-25. Katie's 50-50. Interesting question, Adam. Who's free will? Hester's on the fence. All right. Metrick has a very specific formula. 9% destiny, 12% free will, the remainder unknown. Nice. Natalie, no idea. That's fine. Okay. So I have a confession to make. And again, my Iranians here will know more about this than I, but that random fortune we just gave you, which sealed your fate for the next year, was actually a complete contrivance. And we selected the pieces ahead of time. And that, you know, the regime in Iran, although they wanted to keep the tradition, the rich tradition of Yalda alive, a lot of Sufi poetry and Hafez poetry has like things about ruby red lips and things about drinking the wine and my beloved with her, coquettish eyebrow and all the kinds of things like that, which are a little too titillating for the mullahs, for the regime that's in power. So they kept, as Mariam told me, they kept the tradition, but they planned ahead of time what page they would open to. Is that free will or destiny? Okay, so we did that. And speaking of traditions, a long time ago, very, very long time ago, I worked at a place, I had a part-time job in Chicago at a place called the Hellenic Museum. And now I think it's a big deal in Greektown, but at the time it was like it was on a 3rd floor of an office building. And they would just have exhibits of like embroideries from, people's grandmothers that they brought over and things. And one time they had hanging in the exhibit, they had an embroidery. Maybe I can share my screen again. I'm going to try. If it's a total fail, I'll come back. Bring my window to the front. It's asking me again. Here we go. It was kind of like this, right? They had this lovely embroidery and it had flowers and words, but I can't really read Greek. So I asked one of the ladies working there, I said, well, what does that say? I figured it went over your hearth and it probably said something like home sweet home. Like this one, I think says sleep well or sweet dreams or something like that. And I asked her and I said, well, what does this one say? And she said, oh, it says, you can never escape your fate. So that's what they would hang over their fireplace, thinking about these things. So my mom was involved in the Hellenic Museum, right, from the very beginning. And she would like run errands and make copies with old ladies named like Ariadne and Athena. And, she was never really an old lady herself, even at 84. She was just like, there's mom, totally full of life. Right? I got some things from her. I got a loud teacher voice from her. I got fine hair, sensitive skin, love of laughter. Got a lot of stuff from moms. Some things I didn't get. So, Mariam, I'm going to ask you to give me the host. And I'm going to put you guys in breakout rooms. And I'd like you to discuss, I'm going to type it in the chat. What do you get from a parent? Could be physical, could be personality, or what didn't you get? All right, so I will give you guys a little while and let's see. I'm going to put you in. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so you're going to have to hit join when it asks you. And then when I'm closing them up, it gives 60 seconds to finish up. And what did you get from a parent? Physical, personality, anything else, preferences? See you soon.
Ah,
So we're back.
Miss Dani K, how much more of this? I have to sign off in a minute, and I want to see if it's not too much longer.
Probably 10 minutes.
Okay. I'll stick around for a minute.
Thank you, Lee.
Sorry. You know me. Busy, busy, busy.
Hey, Lee.
Oh, hey. Hey there.
All right. And yes, and everyone can stick around afterwards to talk. It would be lovely if you want to. But
please.
Now I'm going to give the host back to when Mariam's back in.
Mariam is here.
Here, she's here. Nice. So let's see. Because many of you, I don't know if you guys knew, but there was a very loose theme of puppets, very loose interpretation. So now comes my puppet show.
All right.
Okay. So these are the two characters.
Let's see.
All right. Please turn your mics off if you can, because it creates a crazy echo. So yeah, don't be offended if I mute you. It just means that it creates kind of an echo. Mute. Let's see. Ooh, I can't mute them because I'm no longer the host.
I am muting. It's okay.
Okay, thank you, Maria. And I'm going to mute myself for just a moment. Okay, so the characters in my puppet show are Hiru Onoda, who was a Japanese officer during the Second World War. In 1944, he was sent to an island in the Philippines to gather intelligence and carry out guerrilla activities. Mariam, you might want to spotlight me again so that when the puppet show comes on, thank you. Okay. I mean, as much as I love looking at Siavash and Katie. So Onoda was sent to an island in the Philippines to carry out these sort of guerrilla activities and gather intelligence. But then the war ended and he stayed there. He stayed there because for 30 years, because he refused to believe that the war had ended. He thought that the reports were fake news, and he would not accept it until the general himself came to his face and told him. So he created quite a world that he lived in for many, many years in the jungle and caves, while this war raged on for him till 1974, when a commander finally, who is now a bookstore owner, found him on the island in 1974 and relieved him of duty formally. But he was there for a while. The other character in my puppet show is Molly Gibson, who was born on October 26th, just passed, and from an embryo that was frozen, conceived, right? It created an embryo and frozen in 1992. So her 27 years in cold storage, it's the longest time ever between conception and birth. There's my puppets again. Mariam, could you spotlight my window, please?
Wait, your spotlight. You aren't?
For some reason, Siavash keeps stealing my spotlight.
Okay,
Okay, I think we're good now. Okay, hide the chat. I don't know how to hide the chat. Let's see. Minimize. Close. Sorry, guys, just one moment here for the puppet show. All right.
I have so many questions in my head all the time.
I have so many questions in my head all the time.
My thoughts are always of the Emperor.
My thoughts are always of the Emperor.
What will my hair be like? How does skin feel? What will be my good side?
What will my hair be like? How does skin feel? What will be my good side?
There's no use wondering about anything at all. I've done away with it. Such peace it brings.
Oh, there's no use wondering about anything at all. I've done away with it. Such peace it brings.
It's been decades I've been restless. I have not dared to imagine being born.
It's been decades I've been restless. I have not dared to imagine being born.
I have dared to wait to embrace my own fate. My greatest honor has been waiting.
I have dared to wait to embrace my own fate. My greatest honor has been waiting.
Why should you have to wait, you who lives in the light of day?
Why should you have to wait, you who lives in the light of day?
You who lives in the world of birds, newspapers, meals, hot weather.
You who lives in the world of birds, newspapers, meals, hot weather.
I never had to, I chose to. I missed the birth of my son, the youth of my wife.
I never had to. I chose to. I missed the birth of my son, the youth of my wife.
I have fought bravely against those who begged me to stop fighting.
I have fought bravely against those who begged me to stop fighting.
What a long absence you've had, while I, in the darkness, have longed for presence.
What a long absence you've had, while I, in the darkness, have longed for presence.
A fire is good on a long night.
A fire's good on a long night.
Yes, I have made fires. They drop newspaper clippings and letters saying that the war has ended. I know it is all lies.
Yes, I've made fires. They drop newspaper clippings and letters saying that the war has ended, but I know it's all lies.
We made a ritual of it, a presentation of arms with pressed uniforms. We throw the clippings in the fire.
We made a ritual of it, a presentation of arms. We throw the clippings in the fire.
But what if the world keeps happening? Don't you want to star in your own story?
But what if the world keeps happening? Don't you want to star in your own story?
Our hero is coming. If I don't attend the fire within, it'll die out.
Our hero is coming. If I do not attend the fire within, it will die out.
One can get lost staring in the flames.
One can get lost staring in the flames.
I'll wait here.
I'll wait here.
I'm going in.
No. No, I'm going in.
I'm going in.
I'm going in? I'm going in. I'm going in.
To life.
To life. So this will be the third Christmas without my mom. The first one, I totally felt like she was still here. So it wasn't really sad. The second one, which was last year, I had a terrible, terrible tooth infection. So I was completely in pain the entire time. Didn't notice anything. And this is the third one, and it feels a little different. It feels like she's still near, but in her own orbit. So early on, after my mom left, a friend of mine in consolation said, well, of course, I mean, she didn't disappear. I mean, everything in this world is matter or energy, right? Just like matter or energy. This is a plant that my mom had many, many years ago. Someone gave it to her, and she used to talk to it and touch it and water it fondly. And even though I'm not very good at keeping plants alive, I kept it alive. And here it is, this plant that my mom touched. Matter and energy. Happy solstice, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Dani. It's interesting because my mom has been gone 3 years too, and so I can feel you. Thanks to everyone who participated. Thanks to all of the folks who witnessed, and we'll be back with another one probably in the next month. So keep your eyes peeled and stay safe and stay as positive as circumstances will allow. Good night, everyone, or good day.
You can stick around.
morning.
Anyone who wants to stick around is welcome.
Stick around,
and
chat with the chatters. Okay, adios.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.